After the somewhat lukewarm performance of Parajito in the domestic market, Ray fretted and worried about what kind of film to make next, one that would ensure a box office hit. He selected Jalsaghar, a short story by Tarashankar Bandhopadhyay, for his next film after a lot of deliberation. The story of Jal Sagar seemed to have all the ingredients required for a commercial success. The elaborate lifestyle of a zamindar family, music, song, and dances. And for the role of the aging zamindar, he had selected one of the finest and most popular actors of the day, Chabi Biswas.
রায়বাড়ির দরজা খুলে দিয়েছিলাম।
After visiting and rejecting multiple locations and on the verge of cancelling the project altogether, an old man in a tea shop in the village of Lalgola suggested that Ray visits Neem Teta. Neem Teta turned out to be everything the old man had claimed and even more, writes Ray in Our Films, Their Films. No one could have described in words the feeling of utter desolation that surrounded the palace. On returning from the trip, Ray called Tarashankar Bandhopadhyay, who had also been anxious about the location. Their conversation I reproduce verbatim. "We found our palace at last, Mr. Banerjee," said Ray. "Have you? And where is it?" "At a little known place called Nimteta." "Nimteta?" There was a note of recognition in his voice. "You don't mean the palace of the Chaudhrys, do you?" "That's the one." "But that's extraordinary. I haven't been to Nimteta myself, but I've read about the Chaudhrys in a history of Bengal zamindars. And it was the music-loving Upendra Narayan Chaudhry who served as the model of my Raja. Call it coincidence or call it fate, the Narayan Chaudhry family would now be connected not just to the story, but also to the film made from it. The location and sets of Jalsaghar were elaborate to say the least. The chandeliers, the paintings, the walls, and everything where the camera trooped its eyes at looked majestic. All the songs of Jalsaghar were beautifully staged and created. The intensity of the music rightly elevates the feel of the film at what it's trying to project at that moment. The build-up that the music leads to, with the bad news it gets itself with, is an amazing example of how the music helps the screenplay in its finest ways. The haunting background and all the scores given by Pandit Ravi Shankar is beautiful to say the least, and what it serves is even greater. My favorite from the album is Bhar Bhar Aayi Mori Akhiyan from Begum Akhtar. When Ray first contemplated making Jalsaghar, his first choice for the pivotal role was obviously Chabi Biswas. Every way he looked at it, Chabi Biswas was the perfect fit as Biswambar Roy. When it comes to the acting charms of how Chabi took it, the nuances and all that built up in Jalsaghar was an image and reflection of Chabi Biswas as an actor. The aghast, the pain, the shock, and all the anathema that he felt within himself was shown beautifully and on the right nose with the acting of Chabi Biswas. Jalsaghar is not a film. It's an ambience. It's a feeling. It's an environment. I remember being extremely naive when I watched it for the first time. It was slow, redundant, not as fast as other Ray films were. It was later on the second viewing and the third viewing eventually that I realized that's the point of the film. The character is slow, redundant, not fast. What makes him stuck in the olden times are stories, memories, and maybe great ideals that his old aristocrat ancestors left him with. But what he's forgetting to remember is the fact that the times have changed, the ancestors have gone, and what remains is only the palace, nothing else. But in his naivety, he's forgetting what is to be remembered, and said, very loud and clear. For more such exciting conversations about films, please subscribe to The Film Story and visit the Instagram handle of the creator, Vidhan Sharma. Thank you.